In the cockpit I sit tight, virtual flight diaries, we take flight. With the click the world spins round, in my seat I'm high above the ground. Realistic view so clear and bright, through the screen I soar up to the night. Clouds below, I feel so alive. In this world there's nothing I can't survive. Join us on a virtual flight, where the sky is our limit tonight. Wings spread wide, we reach for the stars. In the realm of flight, we'll never be far. Bow is splashing, engines purring. In this world we're free from the atmosphere. Throttle wide open, throttle wide open. We dive and climb in this digital ocean. Lights flicker, the world so vast. Every turn a new adventure starts. From the ground to the highest peak in the world of flight, we're just beginning to speak. Join us on a virtual flight, where the sky is our limit tonight. Wings spread wide, we reach for the stars. In the realm of flight, we'll never be far. Through the storm, through the calm, in this world we face it all. From the runway to the final glide, in the world of flight we find our stride. Join us on a virtual flight, where the sky is our limit tonight. Wings spread wide, we'll reach for the stars. In the realm of flame, we'll never be far. Join us on a virtual flight, where the sky is our limit tonight. Wings spread wide, we'll reach for the stars. In the realm of flight, we'll never be far.
Hello, 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 and welcome to another live stream by Virtual Flight Diaries. Yes, it's been over a week, and by the looks of that intro, it looks like I forgot how to stream. Anyway, to get started here, we got Holden. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the stream and chat. It's going good for me. Crisis has been averted, so back to the grind. Anyway, we are here with the PMDG 737 with the Boris sound pack. I know I'm a little late to the game, but it's pretty good. I like it. So we're going to take a little short flight here with Southwest Virtual Airlines operations. From Baltimore International Airport up to Detroit. We're on Say Intentions for ATC, and we are on the multiplayer server if you want to fly along. We're on the East Coast, or USA East server. So All right, let's get on board. Let's get fired up, and let's get going. Oh, my keybinds, boy. All right, we're on ground power, and our flight plan has been loaded into the EFB. So let's start doing some flows. What's wrong with my... Let's try this again. There you go. That should set that up. All right. All right, overhead. All right, we got battery power can come on. Oh, I also got the wind control autopilots for... Let's see if my controls cam will work. I got the wind control autopilot for the Boeing 737. And I haven't really gotten much play with it, but it's actually it's really cool. Just adds another thing. And for the price, you can't beat it. So, plus it has the coolest thing in Flight Simulator, the mag switch for the auto throttle arm is the coolest thing. Limp Rocketeer, hey, welcome to the stream. Well, heck, I was gonna join you, but I was all set up on VATSIM. Oh man, really? Well, we can hop over. I have no problem. Let's see here. Get the emergency lights on. We can definitely go on VATSIM if you want to fly on VATSIM. Okay, cool. So don't worry about it. I'll just back out and eat lunch and watch. Perfect. All right. Yeah, it was a short flight. I didn't see anybody on. Yeah, so everybody around us is on, but not things. So I'll throw it on. Say intentions. It's been a while since I used that program, so I'm gonna check that out. All right, because they've made some additions. All right, overhead panel. All right, battery power on, emergency lights on. We got standby power is guarded, best transfer is guarded, and here we go. That's good. So we'll do this test. Start the start the adheres lining. And test you. Good. Yeah, we come down here. We got seatbelt signs go auto. Chime on. Nav looks good. And we're going to be flying at 32,000. Double check you. Yep, 32,000. All right. So I said, I wish I could join, but alas, I'm working. I certainly know that feeling. Power test. Okay. that's good. And that's A's on, B's off. And we get you fired up. Yeah, so I figured I'd pick up a trip with Southwest Virtual Airlines. It's been a little bit since I've flown with them. And nice little quick flight to kind of get me back into the swing of things. I'm going to turn up the sounds because I don't. They do seem kind of quiet, don't they? All right, so down, smile, frown. That's all good. All right. And we'll come down to the panel. We got the flight directors are on. Yep. That all looks good. We test you. Lamp test. All the lamps look good. Yeah, it's casual Wednesday here. All right, so come down here. We test the oxygen. It is good. RTO. Come down here. We got fire test. Cargo. Yeah, seems like this livery's got some cookies or crackers, I guess, graham crackers. That's funny. Yeah, so I got this livery. This is the Hughes Southwest pack for the 800 series, PMDG 800 series. Okay. All right, so we're all good. So time for MC. Set that up. Reference airport. We are at Baltimore. Is okay. Right. Press plan. Set payload, and we'll set fuel. I haven't quite figured out. I've been having issues with GSX. This plane, and I don't know. For almost a year and a half, I've had zero problems with GSX. These recent past updates, and it's just not working right for me. I even did a complete uninstall and reinstall of the program. All right, we're waiting for you to load. Good. Activate you. Clear out the message. And execute. All right. So let's get some ATIS and get our clearances.
Every -7. Dew point -17. Altimeter 3022. Density altitude -2700 feet. Wake turbulence caution for heavy traffic on final approach. Advise on initial contact you have information November. Baltimore Washington International, information November. 1554 Zulu. Arriving and departing runways 33 right, 33 left, 28. Wind 300 F12 gusting 18. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, view at 5000 feet. Temperature -7. Dew point -17. Altimeter 3022.
Temperature -7, guys. It is cold.
Wake turbulence caution for heavy traffic on final approach. Advise on initial contact you have information November.
All right, we have November. So we'll get the clearances on. Tune you in 118.5. There we go. All right. Baltimore clearance, Southwest 4511. I'd like to pick up our IFR to Detroit.
Clearance on request, stand by.
Clearance on request.
Southwest 4511, Baltimore clearance, clear to Detroit Metro via the Lindsay 2 departure. Then as filed. Climb and maintain 4000. Expect flight level 32010 minutes after departure. Departure on 119.0 squawk 4515. Expect runway 28.
Detroit Metro, Lindsay 2 departure, then is filed, climb 4000. Flight level 32010 minutes after. We got departure on 119.0 squawk 4515, and we'll plan 28 Southwest 4511.
Southwest 4511, read back correct.
Lindsay 2, and that is the MCRAY transition. And we're going to do 28 for our departure. And activate you. So we go arrivals. We're coming in on the bones. The KOZAR transition. And it should be the ILS Yankee with the Pirate. Let's keep you. Infinite. All right. Yeah. Plane fuel 17.4 is on board. Got thing. Liberty here said, "Oh, hey, Becky Davis. How are you? Welcome to the stream and chat. Glad you could join us." All right, so we got plan fuel. So our reserve, we're looking at on a reserve of 4.6. Coincides with the minimum reserve for Southwest operations is 4, if I remember correctly. And we got a cost index of 72. Going at 320. Our average cruise, we're looking at 270 at 74. And outside temperature as A is 7. -7. We got a top of climb of 19 degrees. That doesn't seem right, does it? Okay. Well, let's do some performance calcs. And we'll run some checklists and we'll get out of here. All right, we are at Baltimore, Washington. We're doing 2-8. For you, we got any ice will be off. Air conditioning is on. Weather report. Outside temperature is -6. That checks. Okay, calculate. All right, so we're looking at takeoff 1 with a flex of, with a select temp of 56. And we're looking at, we got 86.5. Close enough for government work. All right, takeoff. We're going to do flaps 5. CG. 5.16 and get the numbers in. About 147, 148, 149. It's pretty close on the thing. 47, 40, 49. All right. And we get 149 in our MCP. Our initial altitude is 4,000. I love having these autopilot components. Yeah, we're taking off 2-8, so set you. Looks good, looks good. All right. Traffic on. Good sides. Run some checklists and we'll be able to push back. There we go. All right, pre-flight checklist. We got oxygen tested 100%, nav and display switches normal and auto. Window heats are on. Pressure mode selector is auto. Flight instruments heading 003. Altimeter is 3018 set, and that is consistent with the current weather. All right, parking brake is set. And engine start levers are in the cutoff. Pre-flight checklist complete. All right, passengers are all on board. Let's get the APU on the buses. Bees off, bees on. And fuel could come on. Start disconnecting the equipment. All right, so we got ground power. We can close the doors, close all. You. So Lumberjack's here. Yeah, since I am not flying with you, I think I'll go back to working on my Excel spreadsheet. Okay, cool. Awesome. Yeah, we have a cool. So this one was just a get back into the game. Tomorrow we have a cool one. We're going to take the A340 out. We haven't done that in a while, but they have released the VIP version, the ACJ 340. And I'll tell you what, guys, it is one of the coolest cabins. I'm not a cabin guy, but it is certainly one of the coolest cabins I've ever seen in Flight Simulator. And we're definitely going to be checking that one out. All right, so jetway could come back. Parking brake is on, so we can remove the shocks. No. All right, so one thing that, knock on wood, that still works is GSX still works for pushback. We'll tune in ground. Baltimore ground, southwest 4511, ready for push and start.
We are ready for pushback. Due to icing conditions, please stand by until push is completed and brakes are set.
This said Limp Rocket 2 said, yeah, boredom and the businessman in me are making an Excel spreadsheet for your scheduled streams and cancellations. Awesome. I'll get it over to you ASAP. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, that's becoming a constant thing, I guess, right? I try to like maximize my schedule, and work gets in the way or something happens, and I'm always canceling. But yeah, at least I'm back. You know, yeah, I would actually think, if you weren't picking on me, Limp, I would actually think something was wrong. All right, before start checklist, flight deck doors closed and locked, fuel. We got 17.4 or 17.2 and balanced. 17.4 was our initial, but we have the APU on. All right, fuel pumps are on, signs are on, windows are locked. MCP, we got V2149 heading 280. Was it tail west? Okay, so we got nose right, tail left.
Release parking brakes. Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by until push is
V2149
completed.
heading 280, altitude is 4,000. Takeoff speeds are verified 147, 148, 149. CDU flight pre-flight is complete. Rudder and airline trim free and zero. Taxi and departure briefing is complete, and anti-collision light is on.
A safety information card is in the seat back or
Start
literature
checklist
pocket
complete.
in front of you. To fasten your seatbelt, slide the flat end into the buckle. Pull the loose strap to tighten. To release, lift up on the buckle. Position your seatbelt tight and low across your hips and wear it any time you are seated. There are 8 emergency exits, 2 forward exit doors, 4 overwing window exits, and 2 exit doors in the back. Signs overhead and lights on the floor lead to exits. If an evacuation is necessary, follow flight attendant commands and leave everything. This aircraft is equipped with life rafts. 2 life rafts are located in the forward ceiling compartment and 2 life rafts are located in the ceiling compartments at mid-cabin. In the event of a water evacuation, use the life vest under your seat. Remove the vest only if told to do so.
Set parking brakes.
We don't need the flight attendant to be so loud, right?
Place the vest over your head. Wrap the strap
Wait,
around your
parking
waist.
brake set.
Unlocking gear.
Pull to tighten. Once outside, pull down on the red tab to inflate.
I'm actually going to kill her. Bring the sounds up. Brakes on. All right, turn it engine 2. You.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
I don't have my view set right, so all right, we'll do this one from inside so we could do the call outs. So it said, Holden says, I'm thinking about picking up the Kodiak 100. I watched your past streams yesterday flying that plane. Have you flown it anymore since that stream? No, I haven't. I'm kind of waiting for their 2024 release because it's a 2020 plane. And it does have its quirks. It's a lot of fun, especially over in like extreme bush flying areas. Like Papua New Guinea is my favorite to fly it in. It has its quirks with it being a 2020 plane over in 2024. So I've been kind of waiting for that. So that's a shame on you, John. Wait, so let's see. We got grounding 1. Let's go. Oil pressure. Oh, you didn't know it was a 2020 plane? Yeah. But definitely when it's released, we're going back to Papua New Guinea. All right, fuel on. We got... There's light off. EG fuel flow. EGT coming up. Okay, that's cut up. And roll back. Engine stabilize. So actually, I saw on Marketplace the other day. It looks fun. It looks like a baby caravan. Yeah, it is. It's kind of like a. It's kind of like a little caravan. And it actually has better stall capabilities than the caravan. I see it now. That was shame on you backwards. Taking it back. All right, we got 2 good starts and we got you on continuous. Yeah, I should have ventilated, but we didn't have to. Just common procedure. All right, that comes off. Goes on. We got window heats can come on. We got yaw dampener. And Gen 1, Gen 2. EP off. Nope. Taxi light on, runway lights on. We are daylight operations, so no. And current altitude, so we'll set you at 200 in case we have to come back. Okay, we're good. All right, before taxi, generators on, probe heats on, any ice is not needed. Isolation valves are auto. Recall, checked and clear. Auto brake is RTO. Engine start levers on the idle detent. Flight controls checked, free and clear. Ground equipment is clear. Clear left, clear right. All right. We're doing flaps 5. Get you out. It's a lot. All right, Baltimore ground, Southwest 4511. We are ready for taxi. I think I have taxi paths turned on. That's going to be a little. Yep. All right, so runway 28, taxi Tango, uniform 1, Southwest 4511. All right, let's get out of here, guys. We want... .16. Here we go. And we're off. Looking good. I can't get over how much this is the coolest purchase I have. It's even better than the Airbus one. It's even better than the Airbus version. I do have a tiller coming, so that's going to be cool. The big snow Armageddon thing that we had up here has delayed it a little bit. It was supposed to be here yesterday. Got the Blackbird Controls tiller.
Approaching runway 15 right. Approaching runway 15 right.
Gotta go Southwest speeds, not Delta speeds. Yeah, my EFIS had a problem with the range knob, wasn't working. So I just saw today that SimApp has an update, and that was one of the fixes, was the range knob in the EFIS. I've enhanced taxiway signs. It's a little glitch there. Sometimes there's glitches with the third-party scenery.
Approaching runway 28.
All kinds of rigmarole to get it working again, dealing with wing control. Yeah, the funny thing is they're sending me a new one. I just emailed the old, or I just mailed the old one back. Oh, yeah, I just saw that they were having problems with the SimApp not recognizing the range knob or something with that, and today's update, I think it was, supposedly fixed the range on the EFIS. I don't know. Maybe that was a different problem with yours. I would love to get EFISs, but I just don't have the space because I stream so many different planes. If I was building a single plane cockpit, I would certainly have the EFISs, but I have to switch it out. So I got the Airbus autopilot here. I don't know if you could see all that, but over here I got the Airbus autopilot and the Boeing one here. But this mag switch is the coolest thing. All right, so before takeoff, we got flaps 5, green light, and stabilizer is 5.16 units set. So I just mailed that thing back for nothing. You might have. You might have. All right, so tower. Baltimore Tower, Southwest 4511, holding short of 28, ready for departure.
Southwest 4511, Baltimore Tower, runway 28, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, Southwest 4511. I flew Southwest before. They really do taxi pretty quick, and they like to slam on the brakes. I mounted mine on my desk with Velcro, and the same with the FMC, so I can switch the two out if I need it. So I did that too, but the Velcro that I had just wasn't solid enough. So, like when I would push buttons, it was really loose. I mean, I wanted that modular thing so I could put. I did kind of want my my Airbus like right in front of me, but. So Southwest does like to taxi quick unless you're the pilot. Yeah. So they got us waiting.
Southwest 2534, hold short of runway 15 right. Holding short of runway 15. Southwest 2102, winds 280 at Niner, runway 33 left, cleared to land. 33 left, just cleared to land, Southwest 2102. Southwest 578, hold short of runway.
Buy the 10-pound Velcro. I don't know. It's all the way over there.
3130, hold short of runway 15 right.
It was the 10-pound Velcro. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. But I have double-sided like rubber tape stuff right here. Kind of almost glues it. It's barely solid. Is our minimum fuel required?
Southwest 4511, runway 28, winds 300 at 12,
Okay.
gusting 18, fly runway heading, cleared for takeoff. Southwest 2534, hold short of runway 15 right.
All right, runway 28, clear for takeoff. Southwest 4511, fly runway heading. That was a bad call. What was that? All right, spool them up. Togas. One heading select, toga. Your speed's alive, thrust set.
80 knots.
80 knots, check.
V1. Rotate.
One, rotate. Okay, gear up. Autopilot one on. There's acceleration. You got laps 1. We're supposed to have that on. Ups up. And landing gear off. Taxi light off. Runway takeoff lights stay on. And contact departure Southwest 4511. Departure Southwest 4511, climbing 4,000. Good talk. I've maintained 17,000 vectors to Addy, then of course Southwest 4511. And 17,000. 7,000 set. Benching, climbing up. I maintain flight level 210, Southwest 4511. And 210 is set. It said, so Holden said, me and Limp started a GA venture where we are going to travel around and explore all the states. We started in Maine. Oh, that's pretty cool. We just got to go to Vermont. That's awesome. Well, I fly into Detroit last night and this morning. I flew Detroit to Baltimore here. Oh, cool. Was it with Southwest? That's pretty cool. You guys are visiting every state. I'd actually like to do an around the world thing. I've tried and started it, made it to Iceland, and it just kind of faded into the background due to time constraints. Yeah, contact Potomac approach on 119.0 Southwest 4511. Potomac approach Southwest 4511, climbing flight level 210. Oh, you did the Delta run? Okay, cool. I got to get this plane out of here because I can't stand Baltimore. That's funny. Baltimore is my Southwest hub. Unable cruise altitude. What? I'm making flight to level 280 Southwest 4511. There's 10,000, so we're southwest, so actually we can shut off the tractor lights. These stay on. Runway turn-offs off. Center pumps don't move it on. Okay, we're good. So, want us to message you when we go flying GA, so you can join us when you can. Absolutely, you can always send me a message. I'm free. I would certainly love to fly with you guys. Don't get to fly enough GA. Comanche iced up. Yeah. Yeah, she'll bite you in the ice. We gotta get back in our Comanche. 240 Mike is still sitting in Providence. But I think we're going to start heading south with her for now till spring. Zero. Good. Bye-bye. All right, climbing up cruise levels. So let's see if we can get some music going. So a lot of the things with set standard. So a lot of the things with the Boris audio pack is they're very subtle. I think the engine sounds are better. A lot of the interior sounds seem similar to me. So yeah, we probably should have started in Maine in the dead of that nasty storm. Oh, you guys went into that storm? Oh, dude. You needed the like the black square barons or something like that, something with ice mitigation. All right, Washington Center, Southwest 4511, climbing flight level 320. So, Say Intentions has added I believe it's just for the partners. They're doing a more realistic sounding ATC voices. So these are, let me see here. So this is the Heart Pack by Hughes. Get this off of Flight Sim TO. So I think this So this is we have all of the Southwest Heart liveries. So why am I not using Rachel? That is a very good question. And the reason I'm not using I can't seem to talk today, guys. So the reason I'm not using Rachel is because I can't seem to get Rachel to work. She doesn't hear me. I don't know what it set up all the mic stuff. I set up all thing, and I start doing the checklist, running the things, and she doesn't hear me. She doesn't respond. She doesn't activate, and I don't know why that is. And I've tried, so I'm like, oh, well, let me see if FS2 Crew, which I have for the NG, works, and I can't get that to work either. So I don't know what the problem is. I can't figure that one out. Yeah, it does. It downright does suck. 'Cause I really do like having that first officer. It really does help get things moving. All my OBS stuff. It doesn't seem to. Yeah, sometimes I think I bother Holden because I'm going through all the checklists and telling Rachel what to do. What we really need is a shared cockpit. But yeah, I mean, Rachel worked for me in 2020. I couldn't get her to work for me in 2024. I had FS2 Crew working. And then it just stopped working. What's cool about Rachel is she follows the SOP3, which is what Southwest uses for their flows and whatnot. My Discord push to mute is just for VATS. Yeah. So I get it. Okay, so you guys are on Discord and you're running checklists and everything like that, and Holden can hear it all. I get it now. Yeah, got this Delta Virtual the last couple of days, and I've had to do all the work myself. Well, if Rachel's working for you, you might FS2 Crew might be a thing. It's pretty good. If it works. I have no understanding why some things work in this sim and then all of a sudden just stop working. So I get it. So what Delta Virtual is it? Fly Delta Virtual? Maybe you have to update the liveries. I'll have to look into it. Maybe. I mean, the livery's working pretty good. Because I'm blowing you guys' eardrums out with the engine sounds. So I've been working on learning how to fly the Leonardo Mad Dog. That plane is very frustrating, but I finally cracked the code and was able to fly it last night. I got my flows down. I got the plane working. I took it up for just some pattern work when I got home from work last night. So we're definitely going to be flying that next week. I just wish there was more liveries for it. Oh, that's great. My tablet's going to die. Why aren't you charging? Nice. Oh, guess we'll be using the onboard tablet. Yeah, we're going to be flying some MD-88 probably. Either the 82 or the 88. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Very limited liveries. They do have a Laser Airlines, which is a South American livery. Maybe we'll do some Colombia. See, what's cool at Say Attentions, if I had FS to Crew, so this co-pilot is Stephanie from FS to Crew, so it would, the integration is pretty cool in the fact that she'd be running checklists and you hear her voice and then she's talking to ATC and it's all integrated, and yeah, can't get it to work. These are definitely Boris sounds. They're all nice and loud. You did this to me before. You canceled on the stream, and I'm still waiting for that Sao Paulo run. Yeah, I still actually have it. I have it locked and loaded. The Sao Paulo stream. I have it all set up. We're going from Sao Paulo to Rio up to Vitoria. And I was going to do it on Say Intentions so we can ignore ATC and do that RNAV approach. That's pretty wild. That circles the city. They say, well, just be warned. I'll be harping on you about it still. Yeah, we'll get it done. Well, actually, we're probably good because I have that really cool Gull Airlines livery. I guess it's a Brazilian cartoon. And Yeah, so we're gonna. So I have a shorter work week next week, so I got more time to stream. So we're gonna plug that in there. We're gonna do the Sao Paulo run next week. We're going to do the MD-80 because that we haven't flown that on stream, and I'm looking forward to doing that. And it's a really cool aircraft, the MD-80, and maybe we'll do some. It's been a while since we've been in an Airbus, so maybe we'll throw in an Airbus stream in there. Yeah, feeling guilty now. Why is it doing that? Okay. Chase plane. What the heck? All right, it shouldn't be moving. So to say, if you're going to do the A320, I think I suggest to do the fly-by-wire. It seems to be time to revisit that one. Yeah, and considering that the SIMAP stuff works with the fly-by-wire, including the FMC, I haven't flown that since the last time I flew that, the fly-by-wire, was the Dracula's Castle run. Use some A320 Neo. So then that means we're going to go to Europe. I think it's time we do some European VATSIM. I wanted to do that a while ago when with the Ryanair, but then PMD dropped and we sidetracked on that one. So we'll get some European ops going. Dracula's Castle. We should do that run. Yes. Yeah. Christ, that was the beginning of. It was like spring of 2024 or somewhere around there. So Lip said that's one of the first streams I watched with you. Really awesome. I guess it was, yeah. That was before my upgraded car when I was having I was still running on my 3060 and 24 wasn't working the greatest for me. I kept crashing streams. Knock on wood. Going on 2 years. That's some loyalty there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate that. You've supported the channel for quite some time. That's awesome. Yeah, so you've been with me pre-500 subscribers. So that's really cool. Get some more membership. We'll do some members only streams. That'll be cool. So when I started watching you, you just crossed over 300. I think I was like 305. All the way back to the beginning. That's some cool support right there. And now the channel is on its way to 1,000 subscribers, which is awesome. Oh, there we go. 5 gifted subs. Thank you very much for the gifted memberships. That's really cool of you. If you guys receive a gifted membership from Limp Rocketeer, make sure you tell them thank you. That's awesome. If you guys want to, if you do, we're starting to build a Discord community for the channel. Although Discord's been around for a while, I want to do a push with that. It's easier to talk to you guys through Discord. I know a lot of guys go on and talk in the comments with the videos, and I do like being able to. I'm gonna have to get set up for. Start going down, but you know, and I try to comment. I try to get with all the comments on the videos, but it's just way easier to go on Discord, especially if you guys need help with something. Because I can post pictures and stuff like that can be a lot more helpful than trying to explain everything on comments. So. Discord link is in the video description. So let's get inside, and we got to set up for our approach.
Descending to flight level 270, American 2076. Cleveland Center, Brickyard 5731, flight level 220.
Okay.
Brickyard 5731, radar contact.
There we go. All right. So we're coming into KOZAR. We got Easy at 240, Clink at 12, Timbit at 10. Forks have got to be above 9,000. So we're looking at Desmond's at 8,000 is our bottom descent. So let's put 8,000 in.
Cleveland Center, American 1271, flight level 350. American 1271, radar contact.
So 8,000 in. Doesn't seem too crazy of an approach. Nothing to really need to go over there. So let's go for our approach. We got the ILS Yankee 22 right.
Descending to flight level 220. Cleared for the Clipper 3 arrival into John Glenn, Columbus, Brickyard
So we're coming in. We have the pirate transition there. So we got to be at 4,000 for pirate. Got 4,000 things. Our intercept altitude is 2,000. So let's go over this. So the localizer is 1.75, course 213, 2,000 at angle, and decision altitude of 892, which is 250 above the ground. We go missed. We got climb 11,000, then climbing right turn to 4,000, outbound to Detroit VOR to Donut intersection and hold. And it doesn't seem to be anything too crazy with that one either. So let's get to our thing. We got 111.75. We got 111.75 on both sides. And set the course 213. That's what I said. Set you up on both sides. All right, course set up on both sides, and let's get the barrow, which is 895. Thank Christ, PMDG has implemented an acceleration thing, so scrolling up to it, scrolling in the barrow is a little easier. You didn't tell me that arrival takes forever. Yeah, shouldn't take forever. All right, let's put the star back in. That's going to be our first thing. So we are 71 nautical miles out. All right, descent checklist. Pressurization, landing altitude. We're looking at port elevation.
Cleveland Center, Endeavor 5438, flight level 370.
There's a 642. Put 650 in there. All right, that's all set. So recall is checked. Auto brake is set, and we're going to do it's 30. In 151, and our ILS is all set up. That's looking good. All right, and approach briefing is complete. Approach checklist to go.
Cleveland Center, United 1575, flight level 350.
They said it's a lot easier to scroll with the EFIS. I bet it is. It's probably a lot cooler too. So one of the cool things with Say Intentions is the Pocket. So they have an app now. And the cool thing with the app is you can tell so dispatch with Southwest Virtual Airlines has given me gate Delta 23. So we can then tell Say Intentions that that is our gate. So that's what I just did. I just sent a CPLD to airport operations to tell them that our gate is Delta 23. So that's all set up. So they've done some really cool stuff with Say Intentions, and it was dead to me, and it's now back for a little bit. It's because of AI, so it bounces back and forth. So they'll do something, it breaks, they'll fix it, it's cool. All right, so we got top of descent. That's one thing I didn't do. Scroll that up. All right, so I got TOD is 40 miles out. We're all looking good. So we're all set up for the approach. One thing I haven't learned yet is the HUD. One thing I haven't learned yet is the HUD. That's next on my list. I don't like saying bad things about ATC, about Beyond ATC, but I'm ready for them to implement the GA already. Yeah, they kind of put it out there that, you know, this is going to be our breakdown, and you know, we're doing it in 3 phases, and then silence. And I'm on the experimental server too with them. I kind of wanted to use Say Intentions to kind of brush up on my VFR flying, because they started out as a VFR. They started out as a VFR, so I didn't know it was going to take this long to do GA. This as it does to make a Grand Theft Auto game. Yeah, GTA 6 is going to be out before Beyond ATC has general aviation. I thought it was going to be last year when they implemented their language model into their AI. Let's see, we're getting ready for our descent here. Let's get the arm the flight recorder. Yeah, and I don't know. So I've been doing some comparisons, and now I did a comparison video beyond ATC and say intentions a while ago.
Southwest 4511, descends way box 2 in the metro, altimeter 3005.
Descend via box 2 into metro, altimeter 3005, Southwest 4511.
All right, so we got descend via. I did it a while ago, and I want to say that with this new say intentions voice model that they're putting in there, I think the voices on say intentions sound way more realistic than beyond ATC at the moment. I mean, I don't know. You guys have been listening to it somewhat this whole flight. Just let me know what you guys think. You know that say intentions is very vindictive if you are a streamer and you say something negative about them. I did know that. And I haven't held back. I mean, you guys see me, you know, it is what it is. If it's not working, luckily, I guess I'm, you know, small time enough that they haven't taken notice because I haven't heard anything from them. But if it's broken, if it's not working, and I'm on stream and you guys are seeing it, I'm going to make comments about it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. If they hate me for that, would be the first group of people that hate me. I think that VATSIM sounds more realistic. You know, I don't know, but real people versus AI? Yeah, no, VATSIM sounds the most realistic. VATSIM is still better than anything. But we're looking for that ATC alternative. Because VATSIM's cool. But sometimes you don't always want to be glued to the sim. And, you know, yeah, you can take a 10-minute break here or longer if there's nobody on. But sometimes you want that chill flight where you don't really have to care so much about ATC, but you want that chatter in the background. And that's where these AIs are going to come into play. VATSIM was so busy the other day that you and Limp had to disconnect. Was there an event the other day? I mean, were you guys in the Northeast? Because Northeast is always busy. Don't get me started on that one. Also, what's another cool thing with Say Intentions, just to put it out there, they started implementing holds. They've implemented random holds based on random scenarios as to why. So I don't know. We may get a hold, but it's pretty cool. One controller controlling all of South Florida. Oof.
Cleveland Center, Brickyard 4747, flight level 340.
Brickyard 4747, radar contact.
Miami Center in the Sunday afternoon. Yeah, I could see that. And that's the, and my, hats off to those VATSIM controllers when they're controlling those huge centers all by themselves with all those airports. And that's where they get busy. What the heck is that? Why did we just... That was odd. Keep an eye on that. So one controller controlling an entire center, handling top down. So he's handling ground, tower, approach, center. It's too much, I think, for one person to do. And then people, they get frustrated, and, you have, a new person, the new guys on VATSIM, some of them don't understand that you can't just roll into a busy center if you, don't know what's going on. Frustrating the controllers, they're difficult situation to begin with, and like I said, those guys, especially the center guys, man, a lot of them, they punch it out and they get it done. And it's cool that they do that, and it's all volunteer. It's hard work, as hard work that it is. So yeah, hats off. That should be our next emoji. Hats off. Said about 40 miles past my top of descent, and I decided I'm done. Oh, wow. Did you request lower, though? Probably couldn't get a word in edgewise. I just said, yeah, 3 airports at most, I think, is the max a controller should control with no other controller in mind. Yeah, they got to keep it. They got to keep it simple, because they, everything runs smooth when they have an event and they have all the controllers on and they split the centers but one guy running, and if there's a lot of planes in there, something's going to give, something's going to suffer. And when I did say something, I got stepped on and I got yelled at. Yeah. Not using PDC. That's where the mistakes can be made. Not using PDC. I mean, and you should be using PDC for not only for clearances and everything like that, but in the real world, they use CPLDC, or was it CPDLC? Probably got that acronym wrong, for cruise operations as well. I think it's time to kill the music. Ten different airports. Yeah, he should be using the CPLDC. I know. He should be using that for cruise too, not just clearances, but cruise, and just center operations would be easier if they could set that up somehow. I don't know why they haven't implemented that. Yeah, one guy was requesting clearance and pushed back in Lakeland. How many times have you flown in I don't think I've ever been to Lakeland. That's where Sun and Fun is, isn't it? Is that a commercial airport? I thought Lakeland was a regional airport. You couldn't get some guy in Lakeland. Oh wow. Goes to Lakeland. Well, maybe that was his home airport. The only guy in Lakeland ever. I don't think I've ever even, and I've flown, I like flying in Florida, so I've been on VATSIM quite a bit in Florida. I don't think I've ever heard anyone departing from Lakeland. So we're looking good. We're on path. My real world tablet died on me, so I got to use the inboard one. When you met your ex-wife, she was living in Lakeland, Florida? You tell him a little soured on Lakeland. I could see that. I could see that. And then Lakeland ruined your VATSIM. So we're ever gonna. I'm not gonna. I'll tell you what. We're never going to Lakeland. Never going to Lakeland. That's what I'm talking about. That's loyalty. Yep. All right. Say it here on this stream. Virtual Flight Diaries is never going to Lakeland.
Switching to Detroit approach on 124.05, Southwest 4511.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna run the FO into. I have my ATC skills back up, so we'll just let the FO run it.
Southwest 4511, Detroit approach. Expect the ILS Yankee runway 22 right approach into Metro.
Expecting ILS Yankee runway 22 right approach into Metro, Southwest 4511.
So Limp, have you got the Boris sound pack for your 737? What do you think of the sounds? All right, passing 18,000 standards. 3009. And fixed can come on. Daylight, so we don't touch that panel. Turn-offs could come on. We're going to learn the Southwest operations with the lights. They're slightly better, but well worth the $10. Yeah, I agree. It's not. They're not expensive at all, and Boris never really. All his sound packs are very cheap. Which is pretty cool. Did I ever? So we never turned off the seatbelt signs. Oh.
Electronic devices may continue to be used in airplane modes that must be secured for the remainder of the flight. Please ensure all carry-on items are completely under the seat in front of you or in an overhead bin, leaving the area.
Yep, people be putting in the comment section of their Southwest flight. They said, "Yep, the captain never turned off the seatbelt sign. We spent an hour and not being able to go to the bathroom." Some buildup over here. What do we have?
Please be in your seat with your seatbelt visible and fastened. Thank you.
So I tell you what, I did have a problem with my noise canceling headphones with PMDG, and the Boris sound pack fixed that. For me, that's worth it alone. Yeah. Can't argue with that. Cannot argue with that. All right, so we're good on that. So I'm going to switch to the approach chart. Differences. Close parallel operations. Okay. Because we're running, you could be running 2-2 right and 2-1 right. So if we're doing, okay. That one. So we click on the headphones off on your side. They work. Oh, well, alrighty. That's some Bose A20s right there, A30s. Nice. So what's your stream tomorrow go? So we're going to take a look at the A340 300, the VIP. Because like I was saying earlier, the VIP A340, and now I'm not a cabin guy. Never really cared about cabins, but it is the coolest cabin in Flight Simulator. So we're going to take a look at that. And we're flying from Mumbai down to the Maldives. Check the odds are pretty good. The odds are pretty good. I'm not working. So odds are really good. We're doing that. You'd win a lot of money if I canceled. Check the over-under. It'd be a loss win. Be a loss win. So we were supposed to kill that. See, screw it up. Screw it up. Look at that. VNAV brought us right down to 250.
Southwest 4511, descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Turn right, heading 045 vectors for the ILS runway 22 right approach. Altimeter 3003.
Where they want?
And maintain 10,000 feet. Right heading 045 for the ILS runway 22 right approach. Altimeter 3003. Southwest 4511.
045. All right, we'll do the vectors. We'll do the vectors. They're going to bring us on the downwind up this side. Okay.
Delta 3121, contact Metro Tower on 135.775.
All right, put the slats out.
Over to Metro Tower on 135.775 E Delta 3121.
So say intentions voices do sound good, but they're still choppy, and they don't flow like real voices do. Well, it's AI. But it's still going to be about 2 years out before AI gets the voices down. Well, yeah. You know what? And I'll be honest with you, I don't want... Think about it. You don't want AI to be perfect. You don't want AI to be perfect. We're in the hands phase of the AI, yeah. Because we don't want, because if AI becomes perfect, then you're not going to be able to tell the difference between reality and AI. That's some serious clouds. Look at that, guys. Checklist. Altimeters 3009 set. 3003 set and cross-checked. This was supposed to be continuous. A little off. Been out of the sim for a little bit. Be up to the matrix. I hope. So Lib says, how long do you think until AI takes over real air traffic controllers? I hope that never occurs. You can never replace the reaction necessary for air traffic control. And you're going to have a lot more crashes, incursions, everything else.
4511, turn right heading 070.
Right heading 070, Southwest 4511.
Is it 10 miles broken? It's visual. All right.
SkyWest 3545, direct NSB, cleared for the RNAV X-ray runway 21 left approach, descend and maintain altitude 3,000 feet until established.
Descending to 3,000, cleared for the RNAV X-ray 21 left approach, SkyWest 3545.
You'd make a good battery. So it'll all be batteries for the living machine.
SkyWest 3545, contact Metro Tower on 135.775.
Over to Metro Tower on 135.775 V SkyWest 3545.
All right. So looking good on the flows now. Looks like we're all set up. All right. So they got us going out. I guess we're going to turn back in. Hook up with that ILS. Speed. Let's go a little faster. We don't need to be going this slow. Didn't even notice I kept it in VNAV. Definitely pull the window there. So which Blackbird Bonanza should fly? Should the single engine? Actually,
4511, descend and maintain altitude 4,000 feet, turn left heading 330.
Descend and maintain 4,000. Left heading 330. Southwest
second.
4511.
I'll give you my answer. 1 second.
Spirit Wings 2187, direct Nugent, cleared for the ILS Zulu runway 22 right approach. Descend and maintain altitude 3,000 feet until established.
Down to
330,
3,000, cleared for the
so
ILS Zulu
level
22
change.
right approach. Spirit Wings 2187.
All right, so if you're looking for a plane that, so in my opinion, the Comanche, you already have a good, a single engine that I feel is better. So you have the A2A Comanche. What I would suggest is actually getting the Baron twin engine. You got
Spirit Wings 2187, contact Metro Tower on 135.
icing mitigation. It's approved for known icing conditions.
For Spirit Wings 2187. Good day.
So he's got us coming in at
Southwest 4511, proceed direct Wonder, descend and maintain 3,000 feet until established on the localizer cleared for the ILS runway 22 right approach.
Direct Wonder. Descend and maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 22 right approach. Southwest 4511.
we cleared the approach. It's good. Arm the approach. And we'll slow you down. Arm the spoilers. All right. Yeah, but if you ask me, I would say you already have a great single. So I'd get the twin, the Baron. Oh, if you can get the both, yeah, I definitely get the both because you're gonna, especially if you get if you get the Bonanza, you get the turbine Bonanza, and that thing is cool. The only thing is that the Bonanza is going to be the single engine one is going to be just like your A2A with your icing issues. It's definitely takes some more planning because they're not. It's so the Bonanza. Both the turbine Bonanza and the regular single is not rated for known icing conditions. All right, so we're looking good, guys. We're all set up. So our so November 240 Mike has the Garmin 430 in it. So sometime this summer we're probably going to upgrade, but don't know yet. On a regular for my own personal use, because I have the GTN XI, I use that for all my sims. Just because I spent a lot of money on that. That's like $80 for that add-on. But for the Comanche that we're using in the for our series, we're doing the 430. Let's get a more shallow angle. That is snow. It looks like we're going to have a decent crosswind. All right. Localizer capture. So the that's the, I think, so the GTN-XI doesn't have a base model. That's a paid add-on. The PMS 50 version is the one with the free model, and that's actually really good. It uses the working title in the background, where the other one that I have, the one I use, uses the actual Garmin trainer, so it's like a complete replica of the real unit. So there's two GTN 750s out there. There's the one by TDS, which is the GTN XI, and that's the paid one. If you want like the ultimate in realism, you know, and have an extra $80 to spend. But the free one, the PMS 50, has a free version that's actually pretty good. Hey, VFD in chat. Hey, Classic CJ, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. No, it's not. I just finished my ground school, and I was able to finally get all the systems to work for me.
Good afternoon.
So we will be flying that beautiful plane next week. I have to do a check ride to make sure that I have all my ducks in a row. But
Southwest 4511, winds 220 at 13. Runway 22 right, cleared to land.
Cleared to land, runway 22
but
right.
it is an awesome plane. So I kind of been doing ground school. I looked at Mustafa's videos, which were excellent, by the way, and then I watched a lot of your videos to get kind of the finer points done and got everything clicking. I got my flows down, and just gotta fly her a little bit, put some hours under the hood, and we'll be good to go. All right, so in gear down, flaps 15. All right, glide slope captured. And we're cleared to land. So, comes on. Comes on. Okay, good. All right, we can actually bring it in to VREF. And go flaps 30. Even on the proper ILS, that doesn't look right, does it? Those are ready for the butter. Yep. And I'm still trying to figure out if I'm on a runway approach.
Runway 22 left. Caution, caution.
1,000.
Still not looking right. Our pilot disconnect. Don't know what that's all about, but we're going to land us the runway. Slight crosswind. Two reds, two whites, looking good.
Approaching minimums.
And the coolest thing
Minimums.
is the mag switch release.
Approaching runway 22,
30,
right.
20, 10.
All right. Look, that looked good. I think it was 140. Come out of here. We can make this turn out.
On behalf of this flight crew and Southwest Airlines, welcome to Detroit. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened, seat back and tray cable in their full upright and locked position, and all carry-on items completely under the seat in front of you. When the captain turns off the fastened
Southwest
seatbelt
4511, contact ground on 132.725.
items may have shifted.
Delta 2994 holding short of 21 right, ready for departure.
Now use the cellular function.
It said we got, I don't know what the heck that,
Please be advised the aircraft doors.
there must have been a little bit of a discrepancy with the scenery.
Southwest 4511. Good afternoon. Clear
Because that was 22 right, which we were supposed to land on, but the ILS was pointing us at the woods. All right, flaps up. We clean it up.
Victor Zulu, Zulu 5, hold short of runway 22 left, then Yankee 5 Kilo Echo. Good day.
Weather radar off. Get you off.
Taxi to North Terminal Gate Delta 23 via Alpha, Victor, Zulu, Zulu 5, hold short of runway 22 left, then Yankee 5, Kilo 5, Kilo, Echo, Southwest 4511.
All right. And gate D23. So let's go. I don't know why I hate that, because that's kind of, I feel that's cheating. I have to check that. I have to go in to Pilot Portal and uncheck that. Somehow it got checked. Salt Lake City does that too. Yeah, we haven't had a 2020. There was a really good Salt Lake City. 2024, nah, not so much. But we got, let's see, let me stop the recording. But I'm kind of glad that we were not taking her down to minimums, because that would have been bad. Because could you imagine if we brought it down to like 100 feet above the ground and saw nothing but grass? That wouldn't have been right. 14 knots on the ground. That is not Southwest speeds. Come on. What are you doing, John? Got to bump that up. There we go. So I have the standard 1976 Ramada in the scenery for Baltimore. I didn't have runway poppies at all there. Was that the, you have the default? See, I have what scenery do I do have third party with Baltimore. I think I picked it up on the marketplace.
Approaching runway 9, left.
I forget what this Detroit scenery is.
Approaching runway 9, left.
Oh, that's another thing they added. They added RAS to say intentions. Yeah, I bought the 2020 and I didn't, and I ported it over. Yeah, so I had so we just took off from the 2020 scenery. There is no, I don't think there is a 2024 upgrade. We just whipped that right around at 14 knot. Yep. I should have skid it, PMDG. I should have skid it, I think. Wouldn't have been able to corner like that. Honestly, I can't wait for my tiller to come in. It's stuck in Philadelphia.
Ground Air Shuttle 6216, taxi to parking.
If I don't go to Philadelphia unless I have to, I'd drive down to there and pick it up.
Hold short of runway 9 or left, then Echo 3.
But I don't go into the city unless I have to.
Whiskey Papa 3, hold short of runway 3 left, then Mike 3 Foxtrot, hold short of runway 9 or left, then Echo 3 Air Shuttle 6216.
Especially for Baltimore. Yeah. You wouldn't want to spend money on Baltimore if you hate Baltimore. But since Baltimore is my Southwest hub, kind of in and out of there a lot.
Then Yankee 5, Kilo 5, Kilo Echo, Southwest 4511.
This was my hub for Fly Delta Virtual. That's why I have some scenery for it. But I transferred to Atlanta. So I haven't been up here in a while. Why would I fly into Baltimore when you already make me fly into Philly? There's some really good scenery for Philadelphia. I think it's MK Studios. That's what I use. That's also a 2020. Yep, that's it. All next week, we're going into Philly.
Approaching runway 22, left.
All right, since we're on Southwest Virtual Airlines, we're going to have to shut the engines down. So that's one of the flows I forgot. Or no, I didn't. I fired up the APU. Okay. Got to put her on the buses. There we go. So what Detroit scenery do you use in 2024? Do you know off the top of your head? Oh, Spirit Airlines, rest in peace. We're up here somewhere. D23, that's what we're looking for. D23. There we go. We can slow down now. All right, so landing lights can come off. Take a break. I'm going to leave all that on, but I do have to shut the engines down so I can finish this flight. Welcome to Detroit, ladies and gentlemen. Rust in Peace, my favorite Megadeth album. Yes. But yeah, guys, this the mag switch for the auto throttle, that is the coolest thing. That it disengages. I like it. You can turn it on. If I had my throttle seated right. Bang. Really cool. Wind control for the win. So, let's check it out. What did Volanta say our landing was? 131 1.1. So a little bit on the G-forces, not quite smooth. But yeah. 131. Of course, it felt like I may have bounced. This was the touchdown, so it was legal. I don't think it's indicating a bounce. So you have the Any Builds Detroit scenery? It did feel like I bounced, but I don't know. Well, we'll find out when we run the replay.
Runway 22 left taxi via Echo.
But yeah,
Yankee 10.
so we were legal. So we did float a little bit.
Kilo 8 Yankee 10 Frontier flight 126.
But actually, that's not too bad. So there's the touchdown marker, or the touchdown markers, and then this is the end of the touchdown zone right here. So well within the thing. So all right. So let's see here. Yeah, what's the fastest way we could fire this back up? You know what? This is going to be the fastest way to fire this back up. Or are we going to burn out the engine? We're going to crank it for a while. Yeah, see that EGT's coming up? I know what. I didn't want to say anything because last time I accused that you bounced, I was wrong. Well, I think I bounced too. So I don't know about you guys, but I've downloaded all my sceneries now. I don't stream them. I download them too. I don't like streaming the sceneries because you always get the hiccups when with internet. If your internet's slow that day, then yeah, it's gonna be trash. My community folder is almost a terabyte. So load panel state. So is there a fire up? Taxi should do it, right? There we go. Fired the engines right up. I like that. So let's get the flaps in. We're at flaps 30. And let's look at that replay. I said, yeah, my flight sim's on a 4 terabyte card. So you can see it's overkill. Yeah, I think I'm on 2 terabyte, so I'm not really worried about it. I'd rather have it on my sim than stream it. That's my hot take on that one. All right, replay up.
80 knots.
Moment of truth. Pause you, run it forward. Did we bounce? Did we bounce? We know we didn't. We came in pretty smooth, but I really did feel like we bounced. So that's cool. Float it, float it, float it. No bounce, but we did come up on the shocks. So that's probably what felt like a bounce. That's actually not that's not too bad. Let's look at that again. So this is what we felt like a bounce was. Came up. The spoilers killed that lift, so we came right back down. Nice. All right, guys. So Lipa says, it's been a whole lot of fun. Don't be a stranger. See you tomorrow. I get that spreadsheet to you as soon as possible. Well, I appreciate that, Limp. And that's going to be the stream, guys. And I want to thank everybody who came along for the flight. I'll wind this back. Let's kill ATC. Don't need you anymore. So I want to thank everybody for watching and all the support, likes, conversation. We had Limp Rocketeer, Holden, Becky Davies came in. CJ was here. Great company. Great talk. Really enjoyed myself. This was a lot of fun. And we're going to do tomorrow's stream at 1 o'clock. We're taking the AnyBuilds A340 VIP. Like I said, it was the coolest cabin in Flight Simulator. So hope to see you guys there. And on to the next one, guys. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. And I'm Virtual Flight Diaries. My name is John. See ya.